it's Marika Lake. I live on the west coast of Australia with my hubby Greg, and we homeschool our 4 kiddos. I have Will, who's in grade 8, Em is in grade 4, Cruz is in grade 2, and little Jackson is in pre-primary. And we have been homeschooling here in the Lake House Homeschool for 4 years now. Here on my channel, I love to do homeschooling videos for you. I just show you the different books and curriculum that we like to use. I give out some helpful tips and tricks for homeschooling mamas. We also do day in the life vlogs and some family travel vlogs as well. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for visiting. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I love it if you would. Just hit that red subscribe button down below. And if you hit the bell notification as well, that will give you notifications about when I post videos here on my channel. Today I am going to start a brand new series here on my YouTube channel, kind of like a Homeschool 101 series. So I will do a bunch of videos that will just be helpful for you if you're thinking about homeschooling or you're just starting out on your homeschooling journey. I will do videos on how to get registered in your state, how to write up a learning plan to show your moderator, how to track progress throughout the year, how to find the curriculum that suits you best, how to put a portfolio together, all those kind of things that you need to do when you are homeschooling. So make sure you keep checking back in for my weekly videos, a part of this Homeschooling 101 series. And for our very first video today, I'm actually going to talk about how you actually get registered for homeschooling. Now, registering for homeschool here in Australia can vary from state to state. So I just encourage you to check out your state's education department website for more detailed information about registering for homeschool. They can differ, but only slightly between each state. So this video will still help you wherever you are in Australia. Just to make a note, I am in Western Australia. So I will obviously be kind of speaking from that experience, but I will put links in the description box down below for each state, so that that will link you to helpful information, so you can particularly look up your state if you wanted a little bit more information. So the first thing that you need to do is get registered with your education department that you would like to be a homeschooling family. So if your children are already at school, you will need to unregister them from school. So you need to notify the school that you will be leaving to start homeschooling, and you'll need to give them a final date of when they're going to be at school. And then it's up to you to register yourself with the education department that you're going to homeschooling. The school won't do that for you. That is something that you need to do. And all you need to do is get in contact with your education department and speak to the home education office. I know here in Western Australia we call our district office, and they have a district office for homeschool. The number's located on the website, and you just simply make a phone call and you just chat to them and say, I would like to register my children for homeschool. And over the phone they'll just ask you some simple questions like, what is your name and your contact details? What are your children's names and their dates of birth? And they will ask you if they are currently enrolled in school and what school they are at. Then they will send you some paperwork via email that you can fill out and send back to them. And the paperwork, again, is super easy. It's much of what they've already asked you on the telephone. And they might ask you just for some reasons why you would like to homeschool and things like that. But the paperwork to fill out is really simple, really easy. Once you've filled that paperwork out, you simply send it back to the office. They will give you an address that you need to send it to, whether it's a hard copy or via email. Once they have received your paperwork, then they process that and they send you back some more paperwork, and they'll send you paperwork that says that you are officially registered to homeschool, and it'll have your name. Whoever you selected will be homeschooling your children. So I put my name and my husband's name on there. So we received some official paperwork that had my children's names and birth dates on there, and that my name and my husband, we were educating our children, and we also got like this certificate as well. And you will need to hold on to that paperwork. That is really important because you can use that paperwork to sign up for different things to prove that you are actually homeschooling your children. And I've also been able to use that to receive discounts when I have signed up for different like online programs and things like that. So make sure you hold on to that paperwork. As soon as you have applied to start homeschooling, you can start straight away. You don't necessarily need to wait for that paperwork to come through or for a moderator to come to your home. You can start straight away. And so you just give them a date that you're going to start homeschooling. So, and then they'll make a note of that. So you can start homeschooling straight away. You don't have to wait for that paperwork. Now, once you've lodged your paperwork with the education department, you can start homeschooling, and then within 3 months, they will assign you your own moderator, and then your moderator will get in contact with you to organise a home visit. Now, usually you will put on there how you want to be contacted. So for me, it was email. So I talk to my moderator through email, but if you would like to talk to them on the telephone, you just say, I prefer to be contacted by the telephone. And so they will get in contact with you and they will set up an appointment to come to your home to meet you and your children. You can do this, you can request not to have them come to your home. If you would like to go instead and meet them at another location, you're more than welcome to do that. You can set up a Zoom call if that is helpful as well, but they will make contact with you within 3 months. Now, when your moderator gets in contact with you, they're going to, as I said, organise that meeting. And when they come to that meeting, what it is that you need to show them is your homeschool plan for that following year. So if you for me, I started homeschooling at the beginning of the year. So my moderator visit's always at the beginning of the year. But if you started halfway through the year, say you started in July, generally your homeschool visit each year will be in July. And your school year will kind of go from July back around to July again. I hope that makes sense. You can certainly start your school year from January to November or December. But usually when the moderator comes to see you, they want to see that year's work. And so that's just something to keep in mind. For me, I'm really lucky. I started homeschooling at the beginning of the year, so my moderator visit is always at the beginning of the year. So when she comes to see me in 2023, I will be showing her the progress and the work from 2022 the following year. I hope that makes sense. But at your first moderator visit, this is what you're going to expect. They're going to come and they're going to meet you. They might briefly say hello to the children. Now, I do find each moderator is very individual in the way that they approach doing this. So they might like to have a big conversation and your children might be super happy to talk to them, or it might be a brief, hello, this is my name, it's nice to meet you. So yeah, each moderator is kind of different in that way. But your moderator will come, they will briefly chat with you. They might ask some questions about what school were they at, what's your reasons for starting to homeschool, just some things like that, just to get a better understanding of your family and your homeschooling journey. They're not being evasive, they're just trying to get a picture of you and your family, and really so that they can best support you. Remember, your moderator is there, yes, to report on how your children are progressing, but they're actually there to help you and give you tips and tricks and tools to help you with your children's education. So always keep that in mind. They're there to get a picture about your children and how they are, if there's any struggles or if there's any wins, and how they can best support you in those areas. So don't feel offended if they ask you those questions. They're just trying to get a better understanding of you and your family and so that they can better help you and support you. So at that visit, you are going to just chat with them about what your plans are for the year ahead. Remember, this is at the very beginning of your homeschool journey. You might have only been homeschooling for a little bit of time. You don't have to show anything that you've been doing so far at your very first meeting. You are just going to lay out a plan of what you are going to be doing for that year. So when they come back in 6 months' time or 12 months' time, they'll have something to look at. In my next video, I will actually show you a way that you can make up a simple plan to show your moderator. So make sure you look out for that video. But you'll just need to tell them about what curriculum you plan to use or what books you plan to use in that coming year. So then the moderator will also let you know when it is they're going to come back. So they might register you for 6 months, and they might come back and check on your progress in 6 months' time. But generally they will come back and check on your progress in 12 months' time. So they will come the following year. And then when they come back that following year, you don't necessarily have to tell them what you're going to be doing for the year ahead. You will be showing them what you have already done. And again, I will do another video for that about how to show progress to your moderator. But there's just some questions that you should ask your moderator while you are having that visit with them, so that you can get a better understanding of what they would like to see when they come back. So when you get assigned a moderator, that is your moderator. They'll continue to come and check on your progress unless they leave the job or go on maternity leave or something like that, but you'll generally have the same moderator all the time. So in your moderator visit, I just encourage you to ask questions. Just ask them, when you come back in 12 months' time, what is it exactly that you want to show me? That you want me to show you. Would you like me to show test results? Would you like me to have a portfolio of work to see? Would you like samples of work? Do you want to see samples of work across all of the learning areas or just math and literacy? Ask as many questions as you can about what they expect when they come back to see you, so that you are not stressing out for that return moderator visit. You know what the expectations are of you from your particular moderator, and then you can meet those expectations, because sometimes our moderators are a little bit different. Sometimes our moderators want to see lots of work samples, and want to have looked through all of the books that you've been doing, and some are quite happy to go, just show me a few samples, and that's okay. You need to personally get to know your moderator and ask those questions. If you're not comfortable asking those questions in person, then send them an email or chat to them on the phone. But good communication with your moderator will be really helpful for you. And that is all you have to do to get registered to homeschool here in Australia. Now, as I said, sometimes the states within Australia will be slightly different in some of those areas. And so what I will do, if you check out the description box down below, I will put lots of helpful links down there for you for the different states, so that you can check out the requirements for your state, so that you know exactly what to. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that you found all of that information helpful. Don't forget to check out the other upcoming videos that will come out as a part of this Homeschool 101 series that will help you on your homeschooling journey. And of course, check out that description box down below for more helpful links to sites to help you get registered. And also I'll pop in my Instagram account that you can follow me along over there. I have a blog, and I'll pop some other videos that you might be interested in watching too. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.